You got a line like that. I'm gonna go to my bigger shader now because I'm gonna do this whole area. Now watch. I'm focusing on this dark over here. This is dark on the bottom of the chin, right? So I'm gonna push down a little harder for that bottom shadow. Okay. There's this is darker on the outside of that line. So I'm gonna go ahead and color that in just temporarily kind of darker, right? Then what does it do? It goes light, then dark again. Okay. Leave where it's light, light. Make where it's dark, dark. That's my whole point of my video. Make your darks dark and your lights light. It's dark underneath the lip here. We're gonna go dark on the edges, dark from up bottom. Kind of light in the middle. Dark on the edges. Now, if a shape looks funny to you, look, she has a dark chin. It looks kind of weird. Don't freak out. When you lay down more colors or tones, I should say, values beside it of dark, it comes together. It's dark along this dark line from right against it, right? Like that. Leave light places light, make dark places dark. And here's the thing. This is the most important thing. There's a bunch of lines right here, right? And they're pretty white in between them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down. You notice it's like black, solid black, light, dark, light, dark, light, dark. Make sure you leave the shadows where they need to be, guys. And the highlights where they need to be. Okay, I don't want to make her look as wrinkly on purpose because I want to the wrinkles here, I don't want to put every one of those wrinkles in there. Why? Well, first of all, it's not necessary. This is maybe, it can be like a version of her when you go smooth. Notice this is dark, light, dark. So we're gonna go dark, light, dark. You don't have to make every single little line when you're doing a face because it's gonna look better. It's gonna look like a version of the person maybe that's you know, make them about 3 or 4 years younger or so. Now, if you want to come back, let's just say, I'll do it for demonstration purpose. Use your small shader. See that? Look how realistic that's looking. Right here is dark little line right here, then light, then dark. So I'm going to leave a space, guys. Leave a space. And then just basically color with your shader. These are blending stumps from Hobby Lobby, but it's dark to light. I'm not pushing down as hard as I come up. See that? What's going on right here? Shading. Light, light, dark. Right? So right in the center is a dark little line. So I'm going to give it a little color. Comes out. Darkest spot is right underneath the nose. But yeah, it's dark in the corner and then it gets lighter as you come up. All right, guys. I hope this helps. This is just a quick demonstration on shading. Oh, one more thing. Notice how this whole area right here is way darker. Underneath the chin is way darker than this. The value is way, way darker. So don't be afraid to really come in there and you know, color it darker. If you need to get something darker significantly, what you're going to do is you're going to get a little pencil lead off here or from your cache here of pencil lead. Like this spot right here needs to be pretty dark to make that pop, make that shadow pop, you know? Don't be afraid to make your shadows pop, guys. And make sure you leave the lights light. Hope this helps you. You kind of can get a feel where I'm going with this. This is darkest down here. Always leave side lights. No, I didn't mean to say side lights. Always leave, what you call it? Sorry, my brain doesn't exactly work as good whenever I'm trying to draw and do two things at once, when I'm trying to multitask. I don't ever do videos like this, but I want to get better at it, at making videos for y'all. Notice the roundness of the cheek. Dark line, mid shading, then dark shading. So it's dark over here, light in the middle. Super light in this area right here, so I'm barely going to push down. And then this is darker. What's on this outside? Dark, right? Because the face is curved. The face is curved. So I'm going to bring this shading out here a little darker. And the more dark you make something, guys, the more contrast you're going to have. You can always go back and touch something up that needs to be touched up. Like, if something's not dark enough, like a little face crease, then just go back and make it darker. That's not the end of the world. Cut loose and have fun, guys. I have one more piece of advice for you. I keep saying that. Look, beside this necklace is pretty dark up in here, so I got a little bit of pencil lead on my shader. And if you pay attention to how far down it comes, it only comes down to about right here. So you're gonna want it dark right there, but then come up off of it, the pressure. Come up off the pressure of your shader. Notice it's dark right along the edge of the shirt, that little bitty spot. You got to get those in there because that way it'll make her skin look round. A neck, all these facial features are round. So essentially, it's all dark to light, right? Like even this light spot, it creates a fold. Her neck goes in right here, it comes out right here, and then it goes back in right here. The darks are shadows, right? So these are what create curves in skin. And the other thing I was going to show you a second ago is erasing. So let's just say you get something entirely too dark, right? Maybe let me try to find a spot to do an example of. I just wanted to kind of go fast and get y'all some decent work done so you can see how quick you can do this. Everything's round. Okay, let's say the outside of her neck right here. All right, let's just say that I get this spot is supposed to be real light, right? Well, what if I just like do this on accident and I go way too dark like that? Well, what you're gonna do is, I want you guys to be able to get, look at my bag, sir. Shove my bag here. I want you guys to be able to go get a kneadable eraser. What a kneadable eraser is, it's just simply a piece of clay putty that you can knead like dough. Okay, you can make any shape with it. So if you need to, you can make it into a small point like this. You can make it into a little small point to be able to do the corners of eyes. You can just dab. All you're doing with this is touching the paper. You can scrub off the lead, but all you do is, like, say the white part of the eye. All you do is just dab with that point. Now show back to this. Remember this dark line I got, right? Hold it right there. My wife's holding the camera for me, guys. Okay, you got a really dark spot and it's not supposed to be there. I want you to take your kneadable eraser and just dab it. Hit the paper with it. Watch what it's gonna do. Look how it's lightening it up. You see that? That's all you have to do. If I want the cheek to be lighter, this spot, just hit the spot that's the highlight. And it'll take it right away. Little part on the nose, I just made a little point. Watch this. Bam. I'm just touching the tip of the nose where it needs a highlight. Okay, guys. And I want you to know that you can get to a point where you kind of can see the shape of things. Right here. You can see the shape of things. So a forehead is going to be round. Dark on the sides. I'm not lighting up on your pressure in the middle, but I'm coloring essentially. And then what happens on the edge? Remember, everything's round, so it's dark again. Dark on the edges. Light pressure in the middle. Pressure, more pressure on the edge. Pressing down harder. Kind of slight circle motions, or you can just go back straight up and down. You don't have to do circles. Some people say you got to shade like this in circles. You don't have to do that. That's when they're using a pencil. These are blending tortillions, blending stumps that you can get at Hobby Lobby. Okay? Let me get a good picture.
Sorry, I had my finger in the way there.
Oh, it's okay. See, guys? I think it's in the frame. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. And I'll get... Next time I do one of these videos, I'll get a stand for it. What I was saying there is dark on the edge, push more pressure with your shader. Less pressure on the forehead, on the middle of the forehead for the highlight. And then more pressure on the edge, guys. And if you need a little bit more graphite, get a little bit from a dark spot. Get a little bit from your pile over here. Just remember, when it first goes on, it's going to be super dark. Once you do a spot, then you cannot worry about smearing as much. Okay. Hope this video helps y'all. I literally just did this, most of the shading on this face in what? A 10-minute video? It's all it takes, guys. Edge of the nose dark. Middle of the nose light. Edges of the nose dark. Center light. Gives you that round effect, right? Okay, guys. Hope this helps. Remember, the less lines you put in, the younger the the person looks. There you go. All right, guys. Peace.